We'll start it now since we're getting into the nitty gritty. So I am not an expert in any way, but I've just learned so much and I love to share what I have learned and what I use now. And the awesome thing about Young Living is, you know, I used to get my oils off of Amazon. I used to go to Whole Foods. I used to get them from Marshalls. You know, I just would pick things up and I never really knew like what I was doing. I think it was mostly like lavender and peppermint maybe.
Those are the only two I have.
Yeah, exactly, right? Everybody has lavender and peppermint, which I will say, and we'll get into this, that once I smelled lavender and peppermint from Young Living, I was like, oh, that's what they're supposed to smell like. Like lavender was so different for me because it was pure. A lot of the stuff I was getting, I think, you know, wasn't as pure. Um, but the awesome thing about Young Living for me and doing the research and all that was the community that came with it, and that I can continue to learn, right? Like Whole Foods and Marshalls is not going to teach me how to use my oils safely. It's not going to teach me, you know, all the different uses. And I certainly can't really trust and so, you know, find out where these oils are being sourced from. So for me, Young Living just made it easy in that respect. So I am going to give you my little spiel here and definitely chime in. I know Sarah and Sam have some awesome experiences too. And if they feel like they want to chime in at any point, they're more than welcome to. Hi, Lindsay. Okay, so essential oils are often called the lifeblood of a plant. They're the liquid that flows inside a plant to protect it from harm and deliver nutrients. These amazing bottles of plant juice are distilled from the leaves, the stems, the flowers, and the roots of the plant. So when you're walking through the forest and you're smelling like the leaves and you break open a leaf, that's essentially what an essential oil is. The really interesting thing that a lot of people get confused is that they are actually not greasy. A lot of people think that essential oils are supposed to be oily. Now, when I'm talking about essential oils tonight, I'm literally just talking about Young Living essential oils because we do know that there are other products on the market that may come a little bit greasy or feel different. But they evaporate quickly and are able to penetrate quickly into the skin and into your body. And I think it's like 26 seconds that it's on your skin and immediately is in your body. So it's very accessible. And you can benefit from the aromatic use, you can benefit from the topical use, and there are also some benefits from ingesting certain essential oils. So for me, like I said, Young Living is the difference in Young Living is that we can trust in their seed to seal promise. So basically on every bottle of essential oil that Young Living has, there is a little barcode and then a number, and you can find exactly where this particular oil was sourced from because Young Living owns all their farms or partners with farms that have to meet their seed to seal standards. So there's no pesticides. They test the soils to make sure that they're organic. They test all their batches. And they're not going to add solvents like many companies. The way that they distill the oils, they add things to enhance them or to get more out of the plant to save money. And Young Living does not do that. They distill plants once, and then they have third-party testing them to make sure that they are pure. And if there's any contaminants, then the whole batch is thrown out. So for me, that was really important because if I'm going to be breathing in and putting these oils on my skin and my family's skin, and then maybe even ingesting some of them, it was really important for me that we had safe products. Young Living essential oils are 100% pure premium oils. They don't contain any synthetic ingredients. They are properly distilled with unique processes. And the cool thing too is like some of the plants that they use, they even have to be picked and distilled at a certain time of day, at a certain point in their life cycle. And Young Living, because they've been around for 25 plus years, they've got the expertise. They know when and how the plants need to be distilled, and they keep that quality, which you can't always find in other essential oils. One thing to make notice of, I'm going to show you right now the kit. So it comes with 12 oils, and we'll go through each one. but some of them have these white labels and some of them are these solid labels. So the white labels, this is a little FDA regulated label. So these are the ones that the FDA has approved that can be taken internally. And for a lot of people, that seems kind of weird at first. And I just always remind people, like, you know, you cook with vanilla, you cook with peppermint, you know, you put lemon in your water. Like these are, you know, you eat salad, like these are plants. They're the purest form of the plant. So some of our oils, not all of them do you want to ingest because not all of them would have a nice effect. But the FDA has regulated that. So it's the same exact oil. Like you can buy Digize and it will not be a Vitality. You can buy a regular one. It's the same oil in the bottle, but the FDA wanted Young Living to just show that with the white label, those are definitely the ones that can be ingested. So that's just something to keep in mind. So the usage of essential oils, there's three main ways. There's topical, which most people are pretty familiar with. And what we encourage everybody, like for myself, who's been using these oils for like 4+ years, many of them I can like slather on my body. I can like pour them because I use them so much. But we encourage everybody who's starting out with them to really pay attention to the dilution on the bottle. They'll give you some measurements, some recommendations for diluting because they are so pure. Like there's nothing else in this bottle but that. You know, there could be with some of the oils that like are a little hotter, like maybe thieves or peppermint or raven. If you just put it right on your skin without testing it first, you could get a little irritation. It's not unsafe. It's just that it's so pure that it could cause some irritation. So we always tell everybody to make sure that you're diluting, especially with kiddos too. Like kids need like extra dilution for theirs. And there is, I know some of us were interested, there is a line that Young Living has that's called Kid Sense, and their oils are already diluted for kids. So those are really awesome. I have a few of those and the kids can just like take the rollers and slather them on. I know Sam has some, and I know Addie just ordered some. So those are really nice because you don't even have to worry about the dilution. And then the other way to, and then what you would do is you would use a carrier oil. Sorry. Oh, here's Kelly Nabo. Let me let her in. So when you're diluting, you would just use a carrier oil. Hi there. There's tons of carrier oils. I mean, any oil that you have, you can use from olive oil to vegetable oil. We were sharing a bunch of them in the event earlier today. I use a lot of jojoba oil. That's a really good one because it doesn't like clog your pores on your skin. Young Living has an oil that's really great. It's called V6 and it has a combination of 6 different oils. I think it's coconut, avocado, jojoba, raspberry, and they're all organic and they all meet the standards that Young Living has. So in some ways that's a great option too, because you just want to be careful. If you're putting the pure oils on, you don't want to pick an oil that may be not clean, you know. So those are great. You can use those to dilute. And, you know, you can even just pour a little bit of the oil in your hand, put a drop of the oil in, and then put it on. You can put your carrier oils into a roller bottle with some of your oil, and then you can roll it on and it's already diluted. So those are great things. I know some of us make our own face serum. So I use a bunch of carrier oil and I just dump a bunch of the drops of different oils that I like to put on my face, like frankincense and lavender. And then it's just a nice, it's a nice way to put them on and dilute them. And then the other way that we can use them, aromatic. So we can use those nice diffusers. I'll show you. This is the Desert Mist. This is like the most popular one. So this comes with the starter bundle. It's a great one. And all of our diffusers are guaranteed for a year. So that's really nice too. So you can breathe it in from your diffuser. You can rub them into your hands. A lot of times I'll just like take some like this and just take some deep breaths. It's actually like helped me to really stop and take deep breaths, because how many times are we like breathing so shallow, right? We don't actually stop and like smell the roses. So sometimes it's so good to just stop and do that. Sometimes, especially like I know recently when I needed some respiratory support, I'll make a big bowl of like really hot water, pour a couple drops of some of those respiratory support oils in there, cover myself with a little towel and just let the, you know, the oils and the steam kind of, I can breathe them in and into my airways. So that's another way. And then you can also ingest, like we said, some of the oils that have been, like the Vitality oils that have been regulated by the FDA for ingesting. So, okay, so that's the 3 ways that we use them. And I'm gonna go right into the oils that come with the bundle. So let's look at number 1, which is basically lavender, the most popular one, the most well-known one. It's also the Swiss, we call it the Swiss Army knife of oils, because it literally, I had no idea. I thought lavender was just like, you know, makes you sleepy. But it has so many uses. We know that it's calming. So it's not just calming for like your mood, but it also can be very calming on your skin. You know, it can calm like your face if there's you have some redness or some irritation, any abrasions. It's a great one for things like that. It's great for overall support of your skin. I put this in my face serum and I put it on my skin every day. And it's calming for even like tummy things. Sometimes you can use it, roll it around on your tummy, but it's such a great one. You can add it to baths, to salts, drop on your pillow. I swear by this stuff. Like we literally put it in the diffusers every night in everybody's room. Sometimes I'm pouring it on their backs to make sure that they're calm. So it's relaxing, calming, supports healthy skin. You can add a drop to your moisturizer. It's also great for sinuses. Some of you have probably used this, but we mix lemon, peppermint, and lavender. I call it the LLP blend. And I make rollers with it to roll on our throats. And we also put it in our diffusers during those seasonal changes. For that seasonal support. It's really good for that, because if you think about the calming effects of lavender, it can also be calming for some of those seasonal issues. And it's just great. It's a great sweet floral aroma, but I have to say lavender, Young Living lavender was so different for me. It almost had a little bit of a savory feel to it also. It just wasn't what I was used to, because most lavenders on the market, they add sweeteners too to make it like extra sweet. So this is like the real deal, and it's amazing. So good. And you can also get the lavender Vitality, and some people like to. I know a lot of people like to put it in their waters. It's just like a nice little additive to their water. So next we're going to go, actually, I'm going to show you the box. We're going to go into this. We call this the little treasure chest, because you can pull up this little portion with all these oils, and inside the bottom, the little treasure chest here is going to be Peace and Calming. There's 2 extra oils down here. Peace and Calming is mama's magic. I tell this to all the moms. If you don't have Peace and Calming, you need it. This is so amazing. This is another one. I put lavender and Peace and Calming in all the diffusers right after dinner and in their rooms, and it just brings peace. It's so awesome. It's a mixture. So this is Young Living's blend, and this has ylang ylang, orange, blue tansy, tangerine, and patchouli in it, and it's absolutely fabulous. So it's great for relaxing massages. It's great to diffuse for peace and emotional well-being. It's great calming for children. And it's just a favorite in our bedtime diffuser. And it's nice because it's a very mild oil. When I first got this, Nola must have been like 2 or 3. And for those of you who know Nola, that's one of my daughters. She can be intense sometimes. So I actually made her own little Peace and Calming roller. And so when she would kind of tantrum out, be like, where's the Peace and Calming? And she'd like roll it on her hands. It really worked. So we love Peace and Calming. It's like one of our favorites, but it's great for sleep. Lavender or Peace and Calming, they're both so awesome for supporting sleep. Okay, so we're going to move into Stress Away, which is the other one that comes down here. And it's funny because some people like really prefer Peace and Calming, and some people really prefer Stress Away. They're similar. Yeah, Sam's a Stress Away girl. Stress Away for me is like beach in a bottle. Like that, it reminds me of the beach. It's like very calming, very good for tension, promotes confidence and happy in a stress-free mood. You can apply it to pressure points on your wrists and neck. It's a great perfume. Like it smells really nice. This one is lime, vanilla, copaiba, lavender, and cedar wood. So just some really great grounding oils. And then I feel like it's just the lime and the vanilla that gives me that like beach feel, right? It's just so nice. So that's another great one. They're both really awesome. But it's funny how certain people prefer either one. And the nice thing about these two, I think Stress Away, they actually have a pre-diluted roller. Young Living does make some of the rollers that are already, yeah, Sarah's shaking her head, that are already diluted. So some people just like to have them to like roll on, you know, keep it in the car and you can literally just roll it on when you want. All right, so back to the top here, we're gonna go to one of my favorites. This is Valor. And Valor has blue tansy in it too. So it's got like this, you love it. All the smiles when Valor comes out, right? It's so good. It's actually like a bluish color. And this one's like all gone, or I would show you. I don't think I could get it out. Yeah, my other one's upstairs. But it's so, so good. So Valor is calming and helpful with the occasional anxiety. You can diffuse it or apply it topically. I almost always just like put this on topically, but it is really nice in the diffuser too. It's great for relaxing muscles and joints. You can apply it. I love if you roll it between your wrists, I swear you can kind of feel like this warm connection, right, Sarah? Like I remember somebody told me the first time and I was like, no way. Oh, here's another friend that's coming in. So I like to rub it between my wrists and just kind of like feel that energy. But it's like bravery in a bottle, we call it. So it's just for like those days where you're feeling like you need to be grounded or maybe a little bit more brave, which in my life sometimes is pretty much every day. Right? Hi, Lisa. So that is Valor and it's so nice. It smells so good. And the really fun one that just came out, there's a bravery. So there's a kids one that's for bravery and it's called Kid Power. And this is one of the Kid Sense rollers. The kids use this one all the time. It smells like creamsicle. So like I obsess between this one and Valor now. I almost put this on more than the kids do, but it's another great one for kind of like that calming and that reassuring bravery. So it's really good. And I also put it in my glow serum because in Valor is blue tansy. So blue tansy, you can get blue tansy outside the kit. It's a little pricey because it's actually put into a lot of like really high-end beauty care products because it's really well known for its overall skin support. So instead of buying the blue tansy, which someday I will buy a whole bottle of blue tansy, I put Valor in my skin serum so that like I'm getting the benefits of the different oils, but blue tansy is one in here that's like super good for your skin. So that one's awesome. Definitely one of my favorites. And it's also called Chiropractor in a Bottle. And they don't do this enough, but I've heard like if you ever get adjusted at the chiropractor or like go for massages, this one's really good for that. Somebody told me that if you put it at the top of your spine and the bottom of your spine, it can like support alignment. So I know I have a friend on our team who's a massage therapist and she uses this a lot with her clients because it's just so good for that. So that is Valor. Okay, Panaway. I know Panaway is another favorite of some of our friends on here. This is another one that gets people and they're like, oh my gosh, where has this been? So Panaway, if you think about what that sounds like, this is like the natural version of your like icy hot, some of those things that you can find in a regular pharmacy. It's great for minor aches and pains associated with like daily life. Great for post-exercise, helpful with massage. You can dilute it and even use it as a chest rub. I've done that. And it's just stimulating, really crisp, and has like a really nice minty aroma. It does have a child lock because this is one of the ones that if you were to put it on directly onto your skin, especially for like a little one, it would be a little, have that like hot sensation. So we don't want them, you know, getting into it. So it's nice that it has this. We actually put rollers on ours. So I'll show you, your kit will come with 2 rollers that you can put in. So we just put a roller right on this one. I don't really ever put it in the diffuser. You could, because it kind of smells like a spa. But it's just awesome to have the roller on because you can literally just roll it on your neck, on your back. I know Sarah, when she first started, she texted me one day like, oh my gosh, Panaway. I'm like, yes, it's so good. I even roll it on my temples when I have a little bit of tension. But it's another really great one. And it has that like icy hot effect, but it doesn't have all those other like, things that are in icy hot. So that's another great one. We also have like a ton of other products that are great, similar to Panaway. We have a really nice CBD line. So we have a CBD muscle rub. And Sean and I, like Sean has a really bad neck, my husband, and he uses it on his neck. He actually layers the Panaway with the muscle rub on his neck. And he's like, it's the only thing that helps. And there's also another cream, which I actually got for my father-in-law for Christmas called Cool Azul. I've never tried it, but everyone says that one's really good too. So there's like a lot of different options. Like if you needed something a little bit more intense than maybe just Panaway, there's like some other great options for that. Okay, frankincense, our friend Frank here. So frankincense is one of those ones that everybody knows too, right? It's one of the biblical oils. It's been around for centuries. I mean, it's very well known. You can Google the benefits of frankincense. Like in general, frankincense is just a great oil. It's great for occasional anxiety, focus and concentration. Like when we had the kids here doing virtual learning, I would dump this in the diffuser or like literally put a drop on their head in their hair. So it's just good for like really getting you to concentrate and ground you. Great for massages, great for skincare. This is another one that I put on my face every day, twice a day, and I've seen such an improvement. It's definitely helps smooth the appearance of fine lines and really brings on like radiant looking skin. And that's been known for centuries with frankincense. So this is a great one, and it's great for meditation and grounding. So I love Sean, my husband really loves frankincense too. It's another great one for sleep support. At night, we kind of like rub this on our chest and our neck. And sometimes I'll even put it in our diffuser, and it's just great for kind of like bringing you down. It's great with lavender. Like I mix it up with lavender, and that's like a great sleep support. So frankincense is just another one that's so good. We actually made a skin salve with our team. We made a skin salve with say it for me, Sam, calendula. Am I saying it right? Flowers. Is that there?
I say calendula, but I think it's actually calendula.
Okay, so see, I've heard it said both ways. So we steep them in oil, and then I added frankincense and lavender, and this has been amazing for like chapped lips and like chapped hands. I gave some to one of our neighbors who had a really bad chapped hand from washing her hands so much, and it's really helped. So it's just so great for skin. And definitely just look it up because you can find so much. I mean, it's proven to really help with cell repair and all that. A lot of people actually, there is a vitality version of this, and a lot of people actually take it in internally for overall wellness. So that's another great one. Okay, lemon's an easy one too. We all love lemon. Uplifting, invigorating. It's great for energy, focus. I often put it in when we're like cleaning the house. I feel like it's a Saturday morning one for me because it just gets you like ready to clean everything. And plus, like a lot of the cleaning products I feel like we used to use had that like lemony smell. So it's fabulous for that. And it's great for feeling stuck, even angry. This is the vitality. Like I said, it's the same oil in the other lemon, but it is regulated for ingestion. And it's basically just like, putting lemon in your water, but except you can put like one drop and it's the same as squeezing, a couple slices of lemon. So we love lemon. Great in your water. It helps me drink water because I can't stand drinking water. I don't know why. Speaking of, right? I don't like it. So I'll drop some of the lemon in there, and that's super helpful. It's great for supporting detoxification, kidney health, oral health, supports great healthy pH in the body, digestive, lymphatic, urinary, immune system, and circulatory system. Like lemon, if you Google D-limonene, which is found in the skins of lemons and like citrus fruits, it is like, look up the benefits of D-limonene. Like it's like a pretty powerful constituent that's in the skins. And our citrus oils, you know, they're using the rinds of the citrus fruits to cold press it. So that lemon is awesome. Oh, and it's Gooby Gone. Has anybody ever used this? So, right? We have the biggest pine tree on earth in front of our house, and my kids in the summer come covered in sap all the time. It's the only thing that gets the sap off their hands. Like the only thing. I'll pour sap on them. Or like when you get a frame and you can't get the silly price tag off, right? You pour a drop of this on. So it's like nature's Gooby Gone. It's great. Nola got governor here recently when I used the lemon. Hi. Hi, Dustin. How are you? So yeah, lemon is awesome. So then there's Citrus Fresh, which is fantastic. It's very similar to lemon, but very uplifting again. But this has spearmint in it, so it's awesome. This one's so good. Somebody was telling me that they put this in their fruit salad in the summers, and I'm like, that sounds amazing. So this is another great one to like throw in your water, but it stimulates the right brain and amplifies creativity and well-being. So I thought that was awesome. It kind of gets the juices flowing. It's just for, you know, staying positive, but it's just like a nice, fresh smell. It's great for diffusing. All the citrus oils are so good in the diffuser. And it's good for curbing the appetite. So it's great in your water for that. And dryer balls. Who uses dryer balls here? Citrus Fresh, lemon, like all those, even lavender, just a drop on your dryer ball is gonna like make your laundry smell so nice. So that's another great one. And it comes in the Vitality, so you can ingest it. All right, peppermint, here's another one that's super popular. And like I said, when I actually smelled peppermint from Young Living, it was like, oh my gosh, that's really peppermint. It's so funny. We were driving late at night recently, and I just gave Sean, actually, he was like yelling at me because I thought I gave him one drop in his hand to put into his mouth to wake him up. And I think it actually was like 2 or 3. So it was so super strong. He was like coughing. But it's super good for like when you need to be invigorated, when you need to like perk up a little bit. And in the summer, it's so good, like very cooling and energizing. You can make like a really nice cooling mist, like spray bottle with 20 drops of peppermint and some witch hazel and some water, and you just spray it, and it's just like so cool and refreshing. So great for exercise, great for sports. Like I said, great for focus and concentration, supports the body's natural response to injury, and hot flashes, elevated temperatures, anything like that. We roll it on the bottom. I know sometimes I'll put it on the bottom of my kids' feet. I definitely dilute peppermint just because it can be really, you know, have that really cooling sensation. But it's also awesome for like hot cocoa, like drop a drop of this in your hot cocoa or your brownie mix, and you can like literally cook some awesome things with this. So it's really good. Great peppermint. Okay, Digize. So Digize is another awesome one that once you've tried it, you're like, oh my gosh, this is another lifesaver. So Digize, it sounds like, you know, what it sounds like. It's for the tummy, supports the tummy. It's great. It promotes normal detoxification of the skin. It helps during discomfort due to motion and travel. It's a deep, earthy, and grounding aroma. So it is a very interesting aroma. This is not one that I choose to diffuse. This is like, I consider like my medicine cabinet oil. It's just super, like, we probably use this more than anything just for tummy support. So it has tarragon, ginger, peppermint, lemongrass, fennel, anise, and patchouli. So it's like a powerhouse digestive support. You can either put a drop under your tongue for like, to work really fast for maybe after a meal when you're not feeling so good. Or you can kind of rub it on your tummy around your belly button, and that's super helpful. It does have a very strong scent. We've gotten used to it in this house, but they also make one for kids, which I find that the kids like a little bit better because it has a couple of other oils in it to kind of like settle it down. So this one's called Tummy Jize. I know Sam's little guy uses this. I even use this sometimes too, just to roll it on my belly, but this is awesome. Like the kids, they come down if they have like a little tummy problem, they'll come down and just roll it on, and it's super helpful. I like literally travel with this little thing for them. And Digest is, regulated for ingestion. So supports healthy respiratory and digestive systems. So that's another great one. We also, for digestive support, they have a probiotic and prebiotic. So the kids right now, this is called Mighty Pro, and the kids take this every morning. This is their probiotic and prebiotic, and it's these cute little packets. They just rip it off and take it, and they have ones for, they have a probiotic. We haven't gotten it yet, but there is a really good one through Young Living for adults too. Okay, Raven. So Raven is a blend of 5 oils too. It's really great. It's called Spa in a Bottle. It's great for soothing, massage, comfort, pre-workout, invigoration. I know a lot of people who roll this on right before they go for a workout. It's great for tenting, like in the bowl too, for some respiratory support. It can clear your head when you're diffusing it. And it's great in a chest rub. So you can take a couple drops of this, put it in some coconut oil and rub it on your chest, and you've got the same kind of respiratory effect as some of those other, over-the-counter medicines that you can get at the pharmacy. So this one's a really great one too. We'll throw it in the diffuser when we feel like we need like some of that respiratory support. So that's another awesome one. And Thieves, like Sandy was talking about, Thieves is the one that really hooked us initially. Thieves, so you can look this up too. It's based on the legend of 15th century French thieves. So basically, it's formulated after a blend of botanicals that these thieves used to use when they would rob the bodies of the sick and the dead and the dying, and they didn't really get sick. And when they were caught, they got a lesser punishment by giving up their kind of mixture of the botanicals that they were using that kept them, so supported and kept them from getting sick. So that's what it is based off of, which I think is so cool. So that's why it's called Thieves. And this is just a powerhouse immune booster. So it's got clove, lemon, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. And you can look up all of those and find such great information and data that supports the use of all those oils in boosting your immune system. So it's great for respiratory. It's also great for digestive. It's great for cardiovascular support, overall wellness, supports normal blood sugar levels. It's also great for oral healthcare. We have a Thieves line. So this is in the toothpaste that we used, in the mouthwash that we use. Clove, I guess, is really, really good for dental care. So that's one that's really awesome. And you can even like gargle this in salt water for your throat. So it's just awesome. We put this into rollers with a carrier oil, and we roll it like on our spine and on the bottoms of our feet just to boost our immune system. Many times during those seasons when like it's very icky, I will like literally diffuse this all day, like in everybody's rooms, just to kind of like put it into the air. And we have a cleaner. So we have the Thieves household cleaner that has the Thieves in it. And it's a concentrate, and it's the only cleaner that we have now. Like I don't have anything else. I use it for windows. I use it for everything. I even put it in my dishwasher the other day, and my dishes were so clean. So it's nice because the Thieves cleaner is it's a deep cleaner. It's just as effective as some of those other ones out there. But instead of breathing in some of those chemicals, those harsh chemicals, you're breathing in Thieves and you're boosting your immune system. So we have like loved the Thieves. We use everything. We get like the soaps, we get the hand soaps, everything Thieves. We have a veggie wash that we use. That's the Thieves line. We use their laundry soap. So Thieves is really, really awesome. It's such a great oil. And then that's all the oils, guys. Look at us. Oh, look at me. We're definitely past our time, but Zoom has not said anything. We'll see. They're going to catch on to us. So you also, in this nice kit, get this thieves spray. So this is like a little travel thieves spray, which is awesome. Addie and I were talking about this, right? Addie was like, what do you use this for? This is great. Like you can spray it on your carts at the grocery store. It's great on your phones. Like it's just a great travel. Like when we go to bathrooms, which we don't really do as much anymore, but when we do that, I get in there with my Thieves spray and I spray down the place. You'll also get Thieves hand sanitizer, which is amazing. Super awesome hand sanitizer. It doesn't dry out your hands. It's super moisturizing. It smells amazing. And it's not going to have any of those yucky, yucky ingredients that have been recalled in a lot of the hand sanitizers that are out there. We have like jugs of this everywhere. It's so, so good. And then you'll also get the Ningxia. You'll get 2 Ningxia packets. This is our super antioxidant wellness drink. It's a whole fruit beverage featuring the wolfberry. So the wolfberry, you can also look that one up, is like well known for like centuries. They've been using it for centuries to support health. I think I looked at an article the other day that said it's been used for like 2,000 years or something, which is crazy. So it's from a region of Asia called Ningxia. And it's just an awesome drink. It supports normal cellular function. It contains antioxidant-rich ingredients. It has a ton of citrus oils in it. And we just take 2 ounces a day. The kids love it. You can get it in these little packets, or where's my Ningxia? It's like wine bottles. Or you can grab it in these big bottles. And we just take 2 ounces a day. It's awesome for just like overall wellness, boost immunity. It's great for skin, great for hair. And it actually, like, I take it in the afternoon now instead of like my afternoon cup of coffee. And it's like great for energy. So that is the kit on top of getting this awesome diffuser behind me. So let me just tell you super quick before Zoom says bye-bye. So there's a couple of different ways to get started if these oils and this bundle like seem intriguing to you. So one, it's kind of a good, better, best situation. So one, a good way to go is you can buy retail, you can get an awesome product if you were interested in one thing or 2 things, but you'll be paying retail. The better way is to grab a starter bundle. That way you unlock the 24% off wholesale discount. And then on top of that, you also get like our awesome communities on Facebook, our team pages with like a plethora. I mean, you could learn forever in these pages. There's just so much information and education and a great community. And then the best situation that we say is, which a lot of people do, is jump on the monthly subscription loyalty program where you, every month, you buy at least $50, 50 PV in product for your house. So you're basically transferring out things that you would get other places for clean, non-toxic products that have been infused with these premium essential oils. So for us, we've started really slowly, and we just every month, we took like different rooms in the house and we just started to kind of like ditch out things. So, like I said, I get all my cleaners, we get all of our shampoos, our toothpaste, like pretty much everything in this house, laundry soap. So I don't buy things on top of what I'm already buying. I've switched it out. So if you do the loyalty program, you get 10% back for the first 3 months. And then after that, you get 20% back on all your products. And then after 2 years, you get 25% back, which is pretty awesome. At other places, I wasn't getting rewards back for things that I was buying. So now I save up my points and I get like the expensive oils like frankincense and things like that are a little bit more pricey. We've used our rewards points, you can see up here, to kind of try out a lot of the supplements that Young Living has too. So that's a great program too. If you're really interested in kind of like switching out products in your home, we found it to be very economical. So that's the spiel. Whoever invited you here tonight, thank you so much for joining us. You can follow up with them if you're interested or have other questions. You're more than welcome to ask me anything now. But thank you so much for hopping on. It's so fun to share about these oils with you guys because we just love them. Sarah and Sam, you want to say anything?
I would just say, like, thank you for listening and joining tonight. And I think we all have like our favorite products that we really love and would be happy to talk about. Um, and yeah, the starter kit is great. Like, it's a little intimidating at first because it's
Yes.
a lot, but there's like with the starter kit, I feel like there's a lot you can do to get your feet wet. And it's not just about diffusing, but like Tiffany said, there's so many other ways you can make products like for your face, for your wellness, for cleaning. So it's a pretty cool thing to start with. But for more details and stuff, like please feel free to reach out to any of us because we have all sorts of fun things that we learn and try and experiment with, and it's just cool.
Agreed.
I have
Yeah.
0 products, so this is my first rodeo.
Awesome. So that's so
I
exciting.
haven't heard of any of them at all, so I definitely need more information about something.
Awesome.
It was a lot of that.
It's a lot.
Process for my very first time hearing any of it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, absolutely. And Sarah, you nailed it. I feel like I'm like a little, not a witch, but you know what I'm saying. I sit over here and I like make my little
Brennan refers to it as my witchcraft because it's like
It
it's so
totally is.
amazing though. Like I feel like most people are so skeptical, but it like really is amazing. Like
Yeah, no. It's so funny because Sean will like sniffle or be like, and I'm like, oh, here, take this. He's like, oh my gosh. No, but it's nice. Like it's nice to have like extra tools. Like that's what it comes down to, right? Having those extra tools. And I love like you said, making all like my own things now. Like I'm even gonna make my own dishwasher tabs now. I'm like super motivated to do that. What?
How do you make them in a pot? I saw you post that.
Yeah, I think you can either use like citric acid or what's the other one? Washing soda. One of those two that you can kind of like mix the ingredients in with, and then like you put them in like a mold. We'll see. We'll see if it.
Sarah, did you do it? Sarah, you posted one day that you were making your
Yeah.
own, didn't you?
Don't you make your own?
Well, I didn't make my own dish detergent, but I have been adding the thieves cleaner like when I wash my dishes because it's
Right.
boosted like incredibly. Like my dishes
know.
are so clean just adding it in with the detergent I already use.
Right.
But I made a soft scrub and that was just like I think it was baking soda,
Yeah.
Yes.
thieves concentrate, and then you could add another essential oil if you wanted to boost the smell. And it's this like creamy soft scrub and it works so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Agreed.
made that the other day and used it on our bed because Ellie crawled in my bed. She had a dream that she was going to the bathroom. She peed in my bed.
Wow.
And
So
it felt horrible. And I made this nice soft scrub and I spread it all over
did
it.
you?
I waited till it dried and then I vacuumed it up and it's like nothing ever happened.
No, that's a good idea
Wow.
to vacuum it up.
Yeah, you leave it until it dries and it's like a powder again and then you just vacuum it up.
Oh, I'm gonna have to try that because we've definitely needed that. Yeah. That's awesome.
But even like the thieves oil, there's ways that you can use that to make a cleaning spray too, even if you don't jump
Yep.
right in with the thieves concentrate. So it's kind of nice. Like I was a little intimidated, especially because a lot of people that talk about stuff, they're into like everything. Like Tiffany's saying, that took her 4 years to get there. But just with like a few oils, I feel like once you learn different tips and tricks and recipes, you can really play around and do a lot with a little, which is kind of cool
Absolutely.
with some of the basic oils.
I totally agree. I mean, I feel like it took me maybe a year or two to just get through like using every single oil, So yeah, no, they're and they're such great oils to start with because they just support like daily life, I feel like. So yeah, definitely reach out to us if you have any more follow-up questions. We have tons, like too much information to share with you. But we are here to help.
Do you have a price list for all of it?
So this particular starter bundle is $165, which is it's awesome. It's pretty much half off. Normally it would be like over $300. And then there's another one that's, I think 120. There's a couple like the kids. I know Lindsay was interested. There's a kids starter bundle that starts at $125 and that has like a cute little owl diffuser, which is awesome. It has a sound machine on it and a nightlight. Huh?
I don't need any of the kids.
Oh yeah,
stuff.
you don't need the kids stuff.
I have grandkids now.
Yeah, no, they're actually, they make great little gifts to give.
Yeah, that's why I wanted Lauren to listen too, because
yeah.
well, she uses the Thieves for cleaning. That's strictly, that's all she uses for everything. But I hope she listens to the recording because she could benefit a lot with the kids' products for
Yeah.
her 5-year-old especially.
Oh,
Tiffany,
awesome.
there is a Thieves starter kit too, right?
Yes. Yep. There's a Thieves starter kit, which is awesome. It comes with 2 of the household cleaner concentrates. You get the toothpaste, the mouthwash, the soap, the hand sanitizer. That's another great one. That's $125. So there's a different range. You can get a Ningxia starter bundle. You can get a CBD starter bundle.
Yeah,
Most of them,
I'm interested in the CBD. I've just been just started doing some research on that. I'd like to talk to you about that.
yes.
I don't want to tie up the Zoom
Yep,
call.
we'll give you some great information. Young Living has a really premium CBD product, like, because I've done a lot of learning on it too.
Good.
Because the CBD market is not regulated very well. So,
Right, exactly. And I
yeah.
have really bad arthritis, and I hear it's
yeah,
very, very good for arthritis and for inflammatory diseases.
it is. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we can get you some information on that. We've got some good little lookbooks and stuff.
Okay.
But awesome, guys. Lisa, I love watching you knit over there. It's so calming. She's just like knitting. It's so cute. Thank you so much, guys, for jumping in. Just let us know if you have any questions. We're here to help you learn more, but we just appreciate you taking the time to learn with us tonight.
Absolutely.
And have a good night, everybody.
Thank you. Thanks,
Sleep
Sarah.
tight.
Filming.
Bye, guys.
We'll be in touch.
Okay.
Yes, definitely. Thanks for hopping on, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Nice to meet you,
You
Sandy.
too. I'll be in touch or whatever, okay?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, bye.
Bye. Yay.